morning, my name is Douglas Kidd and welcome to my vlog for week 2 of Crimes of the Powerful. This week we focused on the scale and impact of white-collar crime. In this video I'm going to discuss the scale and impact of white-collar crime in Australia and the effect that it has on the community, corporations and individuals. Scale of white-collar crime. Traditionally, white-collar crime has been seen as a victimless crime. As discussed last week, there are numerous types of white-collar crime, such as fraud, public corruption, and bankruptcy fraud. However, white-collar crime in the modern era is still considerably understudied, underreported, and overshadowed by conventional crime statistics. According to the Australian Institute of Criminology 2016, fraud is one of the most underreported crimes, with less than 50% of fraud offences being reported. According to the Australian Institute of Criminology 2011, at the time in 2011, white-collar crime cost the Australian taxpayers an estimated $46 billion over the previous financial year. And globally, the estimate is approximately $10 trillion per annum. So what's the impact of white-collar crime? The impact of white-collar crime can be broken down into 3 main consequences of white-collar crime. The first is direct costs. This is the monetary impact sustained by corporations and individuals affected by the offence. The result of this can be collapse of companies, loss of clients, and of course, loss of employment for employees. The next is indirect costs. These are subsequent or secondary costs as a result of the offence. For example, it's a sporting team that's lost its sponsor due to that company collapsing. Lastly, there is intangible costs. This is the personal cost to the victim. It's the toll that the offence has taken on their mental and physical well-being, associated medical costs, and legal costs for the victim. So this week I've provided an example of white-collar crime from within my industry that I've worked in for many years previously. In February of 2018, a Perth-based security company was fined a total of $81,000 for underpaying its staff more than $200,000 in wages during the period from December 2014 to January 2016. With this, there is both direct costs and intangible costs to the employees. In this case, as the employees have obviously suffered loss of wages for over a substantial period of time as a result of this offence. And it is likely that the offence had an effect on the employees' mental and physical well-being. And obviously there is a direct cost to the company itself, and that cost comes by the way of the company being forced to repay the $200,000 in wages, but also it's the effect on the company's reputation, and also the fact that the company was fined $81,000 by the Fair Work Ombudsman. So this brings me to the conclusion for my weekly vlog for week 2 of Crimes of the Powerful. I really appreciate you all watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Thank you.